at the beginning of this series, I told you guys that pretty much shouldn't be any reason why I can't make it to this drift event and I'll finally have a car that's running and driving. And then the world came to a screeching halt. Thanks, COVID. And so I got a lot more time to do some of that stuff that I was skipping out on, and I have declared war on this engine bay. And I've shown you guys before, but I'll show you again. This is the worst engine bay ever. It's like just terrible. And I can't take it. Like, I don't want to mess with this thing anymore. I have to paint it. I'm going to pull this engine out. It shouldn't take. It's running and driving. I'm not gonna mess too much with it. I need to change the header. I need to make a new bracket for the supercharger pulley. I've got to wire in some fans. I got to change these headlights. I got to catch cans. You know, little things here and there. You know, this is the same guy who told you little things add up. Don't do it. But I'm gonna do it. I can't have it. So that's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna start yanking components off and then start sanding and spraying. And I already picked the color. I think I told you guys I mixed up a bunch of paint, and when I get ready to paint this thing, I'll show you guys that color. But yeah, it shouldn't be, dude. I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm not gonna pull all the lines. I'm not gonna pull the wiper motor we just installed. I may just unbolt the fuse box and tip it over. I may just leave the brake master and the booster and just like tape over it with some paper and stuff. I'm not gonna go crazy like show car quality, but I gotta get rid of this thing. It's so bad. So it's a one-man team today. Everybody else is not here. So I'm gonna pull this engine, and I'm a firm believer in a lot of this stuff will go faster if there's multiple people, but if there's not multiple people here, then it's gonna go slow. So I'm doing it on this lift, and then I'm gonna roll it down and pull it with the crane. I'm not gonna do anything like crazy, like drop the subframe or anything like that. So it may take a little bit, and maybe I'll do it in 2 stages. Maybe I'll get it to a certain point, and I know Luke will be in here tomorrow, so maybe he can help me out. It gets kind of a pain in the butt, especially when you're pulling the engine out and you need someone to hold the back of the transmission while you tilt it to pull it out. You know what I mean? And it's just easier when it's 2 people like that. But most of the time you do that so you don't like bang up and scratch your, you know, tunnel in the back of your firewall, but I don't care. So who knows, maybe I'll get further than I think. Maybe some positivity. I'm gonna do pretty darn well. Yeah, so let me start on this thing. So that is pretty much it. The engine is ready to come out, minus the transmission crossmember bolts. Got the rad out. I have to only remove the bottom half of the header. All the harness is off, all the lines, clutch, slave, pretty much all the fluids are drained. I just got to take the shifter out, but it's pretty simple. A couple bolts, and yeah, I think I'm just gonna call it a night for tonight. Just continue on it tomorrow when Luke's here. I got rid of those terrible short circuit Johnny 5 headlight things. Getting pretty late, I'd say. Nah, it's not that late, but kind of just want to chill for the rest of the evening. Maybe I'll work on some of that fitness, do some sit-ups and some push-ups. We'll go over some of that and how that's going. I got to figure out a way that I can get more action shots of that fitness stuff. So right now, I'm working with just the one camera that we have and I keep here at the shop. And it's just me filming, obviously, so I don't know, I mean, I could put down, I haven't got my full fitness regiment going, so I kind of want to show and start blending some of that in there, like have a camera at home, or remember to take this one, or just a little something different where I'm going to fling, like, this is what I ate for breakfast. Do a little bit of me, do my morning workout, my morning stretches, and see how maybe I'll add some of my day. Like, pretty much a lot of this is just after hours in Enjuku, lunchtime, and then what I'm working on. Unless it's race car stuff, then it's pretty much all day. But for now, you know, add a little bit of whatever else I do throughout the day in there. So I'm going to try to get that going. We got some GoPro stuff here that I want to maybe strap to my head on my morning runs and stuff. So we'll follow up on that. we start slowly rolling that in there. I'm not just gonna boom give you a day of carb, boom give you a day of fitness, because the fitness only work lasts like 2.5 minutes. So be a pretty short video. It's like, hey, I'm Jamjam. Go for a run. I'm dead. See you next week. So yeah, I'm gonna slowly roll some of that in there. But for tonight, pretty good progress. Engine's ready to come out. Gonna yank it in the morning. Start sanding, working on the engine bay. Show you guys the weird plum purple, what we call jam jelly, in the jar, the paint tin. Mix it up, show what it looks like, and then I don't think we're ready to spray. Probably prime it all up tomorrow, depending on how much sanding I get done, how terrible this engine bay is, and then we'll go from there. But good night, y'all. See you tomorrow. So that's it. It's out. It's pretty quick. Kind of done it a few times. How many times have you pulled the KA, Luke?
Enough times to have lost count.
Enough times to have lost count. Yeah, that's about right.
No disrespect to the KA. It's just one of those things.
Yeah. KA owners like to just, pull KAs out. Alright, so there's the most hideous thing ever. So we're gonna try to fix this. We should probably cut this stuff, huh? Like,
yeah, I mean, it's kind of haggard. It needs to be cleaned up a little bit.
Like one side is cut like that. The other side is cut like that.
We're saving them out for this, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Well, maybe we should. I'm thinking about moving it. At least, maybe I'll fix that up at least, I guess. Alright, well, remove some of the stuff like the reservoir and igniter, coil, and probably cut some of that. Probably take the fenders off. Take it outside, pressure wash it, and take that, whatever that is, off the firewall there. I want to say it's silver foil or some kind of sound deadening. Yeah, well, yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. But yeah, just roll that bitch outside real quick, and yeah, go ahead and do that. Alright, old ugliness is outside. Got a brake booster, clutch master, wiper motor all out. Fuel lines, most of the harness. And I'm just about to spray this down with some purple power. Pressure wash it. Try to get some of that crap off the back. And see how it goes. After some intense looking, finally found the purple juice. It's like gold around here. It's pretty hot today. So, Luke said not to dilute it, give it full power. So, let's give her a good old spritzer. Let her sit down for a little bit. Alright, gonna keep going. Luke got the shades on. It is oh, it's a nice breeze, but it is hot. Alright, I'm gonna do this, and then we're gonna give it a power wash and then try to tackle somehow getting that off. But we're gonna spray this and let it sit for a little bit.
good idea to wash your bananas before you eat them. Bear down on it, just get in there. See what it does. Not much.
I'll probably be here for a while. Alright, it's in the shop. Engine's out. Engine bay's clean-ish. I think I'm gonna call it a day for today. Don't feel like doing much more. It's pretty hot and there's a lot of sanding that needs to be done in here. It goes back to that whole, how much do I really want to put effort into this? But you know, we're already here, right?
Yeah.
What's your thoughts, Luke?
I'd be more motivated, but the Rona has got to me.
Like
last night.
You talking about actual Corona?
Yeah.
How many of those did you drink?
Not that many, like 7.
I mean 7, I'll be trashed. But yeah, I mean it's Sunday. We've been working at this every day, or I've been working at it every day. Luke's been working on his car. Progress on that?
Yeah, just need to plumb the handbrake lines and then like to do some cosmetic stuff. But really the main things are paint on the exterior and hopefully a cage at some point this year.
Yeah, cage. I kind of want that too. Yeah, so it's end of the day. Don't feel like doing any more. I gotta get a heat gun and scrape off all that sound deadening. So that's gonna be fun. The engine is on a pallet. Come over here and show you. And it needs a few things, but nothing crazy. I mean, it could use some cosmetic stuff, but this is it right here. This pipe has been modified here. Could use some paint. This intake manifold could use some love. The valve cover could use some love. The main issue is right down here. See, it does have that supercharger, and the pulley system that's on it right now for tensioning this belt is just on the alternator bracket, and it's too much tension for that flimsy bracket, so I need to address that, but that's for another day. Luke's gonna find somewhere for those fenders, aka the trash.
This one at least, right?
But
Do you have the other one at the house?
yeah, just place them down here on the pallet and we'll call this a night. Good night, guys.